great nation rests on the shoulders of a radio station.
Camera action. Your music.
32 FM 94.9.
I want you to be mine.
All right, a very good morning to you out there. 32 FM 94.9, filling the world with laughter. It's Tuesday, the 8th of November 2022. This is the Break of Dawn pay-per-view, and we're taking a look at the major stories coming out of the papers this morning, the headlines. My name is Kenny DUROTILU.
Good morning to you, dear listener. Welcome to radio. I am Olutayo, Ogunade.
I have with me the Daily Post, the Punch newspaper, and the Nation newspaper this morning. Starting off with the front page of the Punch newspaper, 2023 elections. INEC laments tough times. Day 138, daughter in court, Ekweremadu still imprisoned. Rajabiamala lists reasons federal government won't pay ASU fully. Hush puppy bags 11 years, 3-month imprisonment in US. IPC Buhari's successor. That's, I believe, an editorial piece from the Punch newspaper this morning. Autumn rejects Atiku's presidential bid. PDP keeps mum is another one there. Gunmen raid Zamfara houses. Docked district head. Also, from the Metro Plus pages, you find the stories. Gunmen raid Zamfara houses. Okay, I already took that one. Anxious mother for sex trafficking. Daughter teenagers rescued. Kano TikTokers to be flogged for abusing Ganduje. Fero workers decry suspension of promotion power outage. In business, marketers say tough times as petrol hits 200 naira per litre. Furniture firm offers discount on products. Also, Autumn rejects Atiku's presidential bid. PDP keeps mom. Bauchi governor demands Atiku apology. And lastly, from the Punch, North thinks restructuring is all about resource control. That's according to Ezeife.
Right from Daily Trust's newspaper, insecurity, our new approaches yielding positive results. NSA, UK update security alert says citizens can now travel to Abuja. Beggars community to Makinde, don't evacuate us from Ibadan to Kishi. Okay, 2 TikTokers bagged 20 lashes to clean court toilets for posting Ganduje sleep a lot. Still from Daily Trust, Ekweremadu's daughter appears in UK court for human trafficking. Federal government announces resumption of Abuja Kaduna train service. Half salary, ASU in closed door neck meeting, and soldiers gun down terrorists harvesting crops in Zamfara. 3 killed, 3 injured on Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. NCC targets more after earning 220 billion naira from 5G auction. DMO issues 2 saving bonds with high interest yields. I won't support you, Otom tells Atiku. I won't support you, Otom tells Atiku. 2023, Tinubu Shetima dodging debates for lack of capacity. PDP, LP, I will reclaim my mandate. Deliver 1 million votes to Tinubu. That's Governor Itola there speaking. A hike in excise charges counterproductive. Chamber tells federal government. And Usman wins PDP rerun primary for Kaduna Central.
From the Daily Post, you find this one. Terrorists freeze Zamfara ex-accountant general's children after 5 months. Peter Obi vows never to attend debate where Tinubu, Atiku are absent. Floods. Niger Delta reps call for resignation of Farouk. 2023. Anybody supporting Atiku is enemy of Benue. Autumn. Federal government announces resumption of Abuja Kaduna train services. There's another one there. You find this one. Abuja Kaduna rail line resumption. You know they hear word. Lai Mohammed angrily replies journalist. Nigerian Navy rescue 10 crew members of capsized vessel in Lagos. Media telecom regulators partner Dambata terror alert, some of us have nowhere to run to. That's according to Pastor Adeboye. Governor Emmanuel presents 697.005 billion budget estimate for 2023 Akwa Ibom Assembly. Suit seeking exit of Igbo extraction out of Nigeria for hearing January 27. 2023 desist from destructive activities that can affect PDP's chances. Oyelete tells Makine's aides. 2023 Plateau New Rec. Agundu task staff on integrity. Also, Lagos Guba on claim PVCs will affect credible candidates. LP's Oyefusi. And lastly, anybody supporting Atiku is enemy of Benue, Autumn says.
Let's take a look at Premium Times. Hush Puppy gets over 11-year jail term to pay $1.8 million restitution. Hush Puppy's wife, Imam's right judge as U.S. court sentences a fraudster. That was the sentence I read earlier. 2023 CJN wants election tribunal judges over corruption. World on highway to climate hell. That's UN. How flood wreaked havoc in Anambra Industrial Hub submerged on nature market. 2023 Tinubu may not attend any presidential debate. Keyamo, how Peter Obi Okowa, Konkonso, Abiola fared at Sunday's debate. Some more here. Gunmen attack soldiers in Imo community. ICPC begins process for sale of forfeited assets. Half salary. Bajabiamila speaks on withheld salaries of Nigerian lecturers. UK updates travel advisory on Nigeria says Abuja now relatively safe. FIRS appoints MTN Airtel banks to withhold VAT. Ex-Governor Korocha files objection against 2.9 billion naira fraud charges. Egypt appeals for end of Russia-Ukraine war.
From the Nation newspaper, I have this one. Oshun governorship, I'll reclaim my mandate, says Oyetola Nemo to Nigerians. Expect more flood next year. Don't be reckless. CGN wants 277 election tribunal judges. Federal government trained service returns on Abuja-Kaduna route this month. Also, you find this other one. Navy rescues 10 persons from capsized fishing trawler. Politicians have captured judiciary, says ex-NBA president Akpata. Kano comedians get 40 lashes for defaming Ganduje. And lastly, from the Nation, UK issues fresh security advice. That's some of the stories out of the papers this morning.
We're ready to go on a break, but before that, let me take a few headlines here from the Guardian newspaper. Nigeria deserves permanent seat at UN Security Council, says Gambari. Why illegal bunkering may not end soon in Niger Delta. APC absent as Obi Kwankwaso Abiola Okowa Pali at first presidential town hall. Amushan, Oshuala Olokere, others listed for Shero's Awards. That'll be all from The Guardian. We'll go on our first commercial break. We'll be back.
FM 94.9.
Oto, ṣé mo ṣe dáadáa?
Ìyá mi ẹ ṣe dáadáa. Èmi náà fẹ́ di eléré orí ìtàgé bíi tiyín.
Ọmọ mi ní ẹ̀bùn ọpọlọ. Torí ẹ̀ ni mo ṣe máa ń tì lẹ́yìn nípa mímú lọ wo àpéjọ àwọn òṣèré.
Ọmọ yín gbìyànjú.
Mo máa ń ràn lọ́wọ́ lórí àkọ́wò rẹ̀.
Ẹ forí balẹ̀ fún ìdá mi.
Ò káre, Twisco ni mo máa ń fún un. Kára ẹ̀ lè jí pépé.
Màámi, wọ́n ti mú mi fẹ́rẹ́ náà.
Àsìkò tèmi náà rèé láti fi yangàn fún àwọn ọmọ rẹ ní Twisco láti ṣe àtìlẹ́yìn èròǹgbà wọn. Twisco fún un lágbára láti mẹ́rù ọkàn rẹ̀ ṣẹ.
Everybody won't connect to something greater. Connect to the moment, the winning goal, to history. Una fit do am now. Watch the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 on Showmax Pro. Oh yeah now. Stream all 64 matches of the World Cup live from Super Sport on Showmax. Experience every game, anywhere, on up to 2 devices. It is available in HD and 4K also. It joke. Almost sign up now at showmax.com.
Dabon are the first and ogbonge herbal toothpaste. E get ingredients like lemon, mint, ginger, and basil wey dey make our teeth kakaraka.
Madam Rose, na true you talk o. Dabon na the cocoa herbal punch wey get plenty natural herbs. Dabon, the cocoa choice for my family.
Ìdápadògo tó sọnù 7 Tuesdays prophetic prayer program Christ Apostolic Church Òkè-Ìdáǹdè Ring Road Zonal Headquarters Àjẹ́gbé nílùú Ìbàdàn gbé 7 Tuesdays prophetic prayer program kalẹ̀ látọjọ́ Tuesday September 27 di November 8. Ìdápadògo tó sọnù Ọlọ́run àwọn bàbá wa tó máa ń wáyé lọ́jọ́ Tuesday ibẹ̀ lọ́lọ́run ti pàṣẹ wípé 7 Tuesdays prophetic prayer program ó sọ̀kalẹ̀ láago 9 àárọ̀ ni ó máa bẹ̀rẹ̀. Olùgbàlejò ní Pastor Ṣògo Arúlógún JP Zonal Superintendent CAC Òkè-Ìdáǹdè Àjẹ́gbé Ring Road Ìbàdàn. Àwọn tí Ọlọ́run ó máa lò ní Labesta Praise, Evangelist Sunday Olúkìtìbí, Jasper, Evangelist Tọ́pẹ́ Ilésànmí, Tomisin Adams, Evangelist Mrs. Fọlọ́runṣọ́, Evangelist Gbénga Adéjùmọ̀. 7 Tuesdays prophetic prayer program látọjọ́ Tuesday September 27 di November 8. Ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ képe Ọlọ́run ká lè gba ògo tó sọnù padà.
Ẹ̀yin tèmi àtún ti gbèdé o lójú ẹsẹ̀ tó ń gbóná pẹ̀lú ìfilọ́lẹ̀ Glow Festival of Joy.
ayẹyẹ tó yílẹ̀ ayé yẹn padà látọwọ́ Glow ni.
Gbàgede tó kún fún àwọn ẹ̀bùn jàǹkànjàǹkàn fún jíjẹ.
ilé ogún tuntun.
ọkọ̀ mẹ́rìnlélógún tuntun.
ẹ̀rọ 100 kan tó ń pèsè iná.
ẹ̀rọ ìrọṣọ 2 ẹ̀rọ afátẹ́gùn tó ń gbaná sára ẹgbẹ̀rún kan.
àtàwọn ẹgbẹ̀rún lọ́nà ẹgbẹ̀rún ẹ̀bùn tó ká màmá.
ṣé àti tẹ *611# láti darapọ̀ mọ́ wọn kó o sì jẹ nínú ìfilọ́lẹ̀ Glow Festival of Joy. ra dátà tí ó tó ẹgbẹ̀rún lọ́nà 100 náírà lásìkò ìfilọ́lẹ̀ yìí. ó dẹ̀ lè jẹ̀bú ilé tó o bá dẹ̀ ra ìwé ìpè tàbí dátà láti 105 sí ẹgbẹ̀rún 10 náírà lóṣooṣù lọ́sẹ̀ẹsẹ̀ àbí lójoojúmọ́. wàá ní àǹfààní àti jẹ ẹ̀bùn ọkọ̀ tuntun ayékálẹ̀ kan pẹ̀lú àwọn ẹ̀bùn tó ká màmá.
má kàn rẹpẹtẹ kó lọ́nà gẹ̀rẹ̀.
tẹ *611# ní báyìí láti darapọ̀ kó o dẹ̀ máa jẹ lọ. ìfilọ́lẹ̀ yìí ń bẹ láti oṣù kẹwàá ọdún 2022 títí di oṣù kìíní ọdún 2023. àdéhùn àti àsọtẹ́lẹ̀ ó ń bẹ o.
Glow Unlimited.
No matter what I do, you love me unconditionally. You show up for me every day. No matter when I show you.
A mother's love is unconditional. Nothing serves this love better than a bowl of Indomie. So, show some love with Indomie.
Show me love. You show me love.
Feliz Abidance, Feliz Abidance, Feliz Abidance, all of us felicidad.
Daddy, it's not like that. Let me teach you.
Watch this space.
Wetin we mean when we say ground don level? Na say as you dey hustle, you dey flex join. You dey enjoy yourself with wetin you get for hand. Na why you fit cool body with the Wazo bottles, 7up, Mirinda and Pepsi 35cl for just 50 naira. No matter your choice, so fast na 35cl glass bottle all na Wazo. Because when we say ground don level, we mean am, because all na Wazo.
Enjoy chilled refreshment with the Wazo bottles, 7up, Mirinda, and Pepsi 35cl glass at 50 naira only. Ground on level with the Wazo bottles. All now Wazo.
Neighbor, I said let me come and check to see if all of you are fine.
Mama Didi, we're doing great. Thank you.
Your husband?
Oh, he's fine. Too.
And you?
Mama Didi, plus my grandfather in the village were fine. What is it?
My dear, the aroma of this jollof rice has been knocking on my door since. I just had
come and eat job.
Introducing the new Onga Jollof Seasoning Powder. It's the new jollof taste maker, made to give your jollof rice that rich jollof taste and aroma that's really hard to resist.
Onga, Mama's helping hand.
Hi, my name is Tenny Makanaki, and did you know the metaverse is made for us to create, to free our imagination, and bring our biggest ideas to life? If you can dream it, you can create it. With Metaspark, your music isn't just for your fans at home. Your augmented reality stage can be anywhere. Dress up your avatar and give it some bling. And your next art piece can also be a one-of-a-kind digital collectible. So what are you waiting for? Come flex first in the metaverse with Meta Technologies. Naija, go to meta.com to discover how.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
32 FM 94.9. Breakdown newspaper review, the 8th day in the month of November 2022. I am Olutayo Ogunade.
I'm Kenny DUROTILU, and Austin Idumu is here with us this morning. Good morning, Austin.
Good morning, Kenny. I'm tired. Good morning.
Good to have you, Austin.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so let's start off with this one. Two stand-up comedians in Kano State were yesterday got unusual punishments for defaming the character of Governor Abdullahi Umar Ganduje on their TikTok accounts. Now, according to this particular judgment, they were ordered to be flogged, thrashed, 20 lashes of the cane. We also understand that they will sweep and wash toilets on the premises of the magistrate courts in Kano State.
Yes, and also pay 10,000 fine each.
As well.
Yes, it was indeed unusual, where comedian had to be flogged 20 strokes of cane each, and also watch the toilet, and at the end of the day pay a fine of 10,000 for defaming, quote and unquote, the character of the governor. Abdullahi Ganduje of Kano State. You see, this is not the first time this will be coming, especially from Kano State. When people make excited statements, criticize the governor, you get punished for it. Cases like this are expeditiously dealt with, especially in our courts. However, that does not mean that you should assert what you cannot prove. You should say what you cannot prove, or what have you. But that also takes us to the level of intolerance on the part of our leaders. Once you become leader, I wonder how many people could be jailed on a daily basis for talking ill of the president, for example, or the governor. So we should just get to a level where we'll be matured politically, that we are elected to serve whatever that comes in place in form of criticism, defaming our character. Of course, plus and minus, once in a while, some of these things are to come. But that does not mean that people will have to get punished for every negative thing they say about the governor or those that are in government. I've said it earlier, and I want to say it again. If you are a comedian or what have you, you should also ensure that whatever you are saying is the truth. There is something that they call legislative.
You can create your content without being reckless.
Yes, without being reckless. There is something they also call legislative privilege under the platform of the National Assembly. You know, there are some of these comedians, when they mount the podium, they can decide to make the character of the president and make jest with it and allow people to laugh. Right. But they will tell you at the end of the day that this is just for the purpose of comedy, just for people to laugh. You understand? I've seen a situation where top government officials, including the vice president, was in an occasion where a comedian had to make jest of him, use his personality to make jest, and the vice president busted into laughter. So the point is that we should not defame people just for the fun of it, but the government too, those in government must also be very careful not to make a scapegoat or a show of shame of everybody that want to do that. Look at that fine. How I wish we can reform our judicial process just like that. You understand? Within a short period of time, this sentence came. You know, it was laughable when people saw it. They were giving strokes of cane. Right. They washed the toilet. 10,000 naira fine. How I wish the cases of politically exposed persons in the country can be expeditiously dealt with. That will give credence to our judiciary and what have you. So for me, this is not the first time, like I said earlier, that it will be coming from Kano State. So we advise our governor to be more tolerant of whatever that happen. As a father figure, as a leader in government, Ganduje has done well in terms of governance.
But thank you also for providing the balance to it. We should let the young people know that there is nothing really woke about insulting the elderly or those who are in public offices and all that. You can, like I said earlier, you can create your content without
necessarily being reckless.
You can also engage them, all right, without necessarily throwing our caution to the winds and all that. I think that is quite dealt with there. There is disquiet in the People's Democratic Party, PDP, over threats by Bauchi State Governor Bala Mohammed to back out of the Atiku presidential campaign. Austin Idumo, in plain terms, Atiku has been dealing with a lot of issues in his party. It's looking like, I hope, it's not his candidacy. It's not looking like a bad market for the PDP.
it's almost looking like a bad market. That's frankly speaking now. From the north, from the south, a lot of people in the PDP, especially the Arrowhead, they know that Atiku Abubakar snatched the tickets in the PDP, and that is not going down well with a lot of people. Just up to yesterday, Autumn also came out to say that whoever that support Atiku is the enemy of the state. Look at it. Let's look at PDP for example. Atiku have not always been there. Any political party for that matter. He wants the ticket. He wants to be president of Nigeria. He has the right. There's nothing wrong about that. But some people will build the party. The APC you are condemning today, you help to bring APC on board by destroying the PDP at that particular point in time. Some people stayed in PDP. You know, when Bala Mohammed, for example, emerges as the governor of Bauchi State, we applauded that. The longest serving FCT minister, somebody who has always been in PDP. There should be reward for loyalty as party men. That is what we are talking about.
It's looking like those who waited, in the PDP in 2015 against all odds are not comfortable with those who left.
See, they can't be comfortable because those who left are the one coming to dictate the tone within the PDP. Atiku Abubakar, Bukola Saraki, Aminu Tambuwa. You understand? These are the people that left PDP. Dino Melaye, they are the Arrowhead now. They are the one going about now, saying that they want to rescue Nigeria. That was what they wanted to do in 2015. Look at where we are today. So there is no true party man within the PDP that can be comfortable. Look at the era of McAfee, Alimodu Sheriff. Court judgment, conflicting court judgment here and there. We have about 6 conflicting judgments at that time until they were able to maneuver that scenario. Where is McAfee today in this whole picture? Babangida Aliyu worked against the PDP at that time. Babangida Aliyu is following Atiku up all over the place now, campaigning. So, even in the PDP constitution, there is rotational presidency. They brought it into the country. Some of this lexicon we use in our political space today were introduced into Nigeria through the PDP. Now, PDP by itself, jettison, with the connivance of the national chairman, jettison zoning formula. Now, you are making us to understand that the constitution of the PDP does not allow the national chairman to just go like that. How about the constitution that prescribes zoning in the party? So, these are the issue. This politics of entitlement, this Jagba form of politics, this is what it can lead to. All the people that are involved, you just want to snatch the ticket at all costs. Look at Tambuwa. Wike, for example, spent millions of dollars on Tambuwa aspiration to become the candidate of the PDP in 2018. Now, Tambuwa all of a sudden feel that, no matter the friendship, my man should be there. Somebody from my section of the country should be there. So that is what we are witnessing. That was what Obasanjo said when they visited Obasanjo. Obasanjo said, I do not know what the PDP meant by giving their presidential ticket to a non-tanner, because that was not the spirit of zoning. People will come up today and tell us that zoning is not in the constitution. There are so many things that are not in the constitution that we do today. That's just the truth. Even the geopolitical zone that we all refer to is unconstitutional. The constitution does not recognize geopolitical zone. So that's the truth of the matter. And the constitution also prescribes that no section of the country should be allowed to take preeminence. Some people will argue this under the basis of the PDP law. You can't remove PDP from Nigeria. They tell you that, out of the PDP 16 years rule, so number is from the south. That is a thing of the past, because nobody killed Umaru Musa Yar'Adua while in office as the president. It was a natural disaster. He died in office.
An act of God.
An act of God. So what do you expect? People now continue to argue. Atiku want to become president at all costs. This is what is leading the PDP now. Atiku has left the PDP more than 3 times. I start to be corrected. More than 3 times. In 2007, he contested. In 2007, he left the PDP. In 2011, he came back. He wanted to contest. He left the PDP again. In 2015 again, he left the PDP only to come back. How about those who have always stayed with the PDP?
And the G5 governors in the PDP?
Yes, the G5 governors, Autumn has spoken again. Governor Seyi Makinde, the stance is clear. Ugwuanyi, Enugu State Governor has joined them. Don't forget, it was the G5 that wrecked PDP at that time too. I hope you have not forgotten. 2014, Rotimi Amechi, when all of them, Sule Lamido, Wamako, when all of them left the PDP. At that particular time, Bukola Saraki. So we must be very careful. When we play politics, we should not throw caution to the wind. That's the truth of the matter.
Okay, let's move away from there. But, something just before we leave that particular story there. Otom names Benue Road leading to Ayu's house after Wike. Power is sweet.
Yes, power is sweet. That is politics. Otom should also remember that he will leave office very soon. Of course, he's contesting for the Senate, but he will leave office. Play politics based on issue. As far as I'm concerned, these are pedestrian. You understand? They are not the real matter. You are angry that justice should be done in the PDP. Not by naming road, spiting somebody.
But
no,
that was a cheeky move.
You understand? Bring up your superior argument. Wike is also doing that in Rivers State, which I think is uncalled for. Yeah. Revoking the CFO of those who are supporting Atiku. How do you drive home your policy or your principle of equity and fairness with that? You don't do that. You are making it messier. You are making it more petty. What you should do, stand on justice. How you should go. We are not talking about BOT chairman. It is unprecedented in the history of the country where a presidential candidate and the national chairman of that party will come from a section of the country. That is your case. Follow it to a logical conclusion.
Austin, Peter Obi, he's vowed to never attend any debate where Tinubu and Atiku are absent. The recent town hall meeting where they were absent, the presidential candidates, Atiku did send his running mate, Okowa, there. The APC didn't turn up at all for that particular one. Now, the question is, these debates, when you have presidential candidates, aspiring presidential candidates who do not turn up for them, doesn't that defeat the purpose of the whole debate when a person like Peter Obi is debating against, the VP candidates, of the party? What's the purpose of the whole debate is defeated, isn't it?
Yes, the purpose is defeated. I think the organizer of such event, not a debate per se, a town hall meeting, yeah, where they have to also give their intention, what they intend to do for Nigeria. It's an opportunity for Nigerians to hear them. I think we should get to a level where the electorate will have a way of punishing those who shy away from public discourse. You understand? It's not every Nigerian, every electorate that attend rally. It is party member that attend rally. But when you go for a forum where you could be heard, every Nigerian can tune into that program. Every electorate can have access to that program to be able to assess the capacity and the credibility of their candidate. Having said that, Peter Obi was invited. According to the Peter Obi version, the organizer of such event said it was strictly for presidential candidate, that they won't allow representation. Because if you look at it, frankly speaking, it is unfair. You want presidential candidate to attend an event and the vice presidential candidate is coming up. Vice presidential, there should be a forum for vice presidential candidate and another forum for presidential candidate, irrespective of political enlightenment and sophistication. I remember, I think around 2018 or so, when Kadiara, there was a program the vice president and the president attended. When they posed question to the president, the vice president had to whisper to him. At the time, Kadiara had to interject and say, please, you are not the president. This question is directed to the president. When they asked president question, he want to consult the vice president. And the organizer of that program said, no, this program, this particular issue is for the president. If we have issue for you, we direct it to you. So we are saying that organizer of such program must be very careful. The intention of that program is well intended anyway, but politicians will always make mockery of every situation to the extent that there was now a verbal altercation between Dino Melaye and Peter Obi. It's really uncalled for. Of course, the outburst of Peter Obi, I'm not also comfortable with him. Right. No matter what, he was not supposed to react that way. Peter Obi has been a very gentleman. You understand? So
it's looking like the obedient camp is seriously troubled at the moment also.
Yes, they are troubled. Imagine a situation where Peter Obi, for me, I don't know how anybody will see it, would descend so low to having an altercation with Dino Melaye. We know Dino Melaye. We know Dino Melaye has always been like that all along. You understand? So let the obedient camp, let them put their house in order. Then going forward, when there is a commitment, if presidential candidates are not coming, if it is just two of them, if a vice presidential candidate comes for a forum that the presidential candidate is expected, the vice presidential candidate should not be allowed to feature.
All right.
It should be the association of presidential candidates or vice presidential candidate, as the case may be. In my view, the person that did not attend is even better as far as this whole issue is concerned, because the purpose is almost defeated.
Okay. Also, half salaries. Gbajabiamila appeals for calm, says Buhari will intervene soon. And of course, marketers say tough times as petrol hits 200 naira per litre. We will be back after this break.
32 FM 94.9.
ẹ̀yin tèmi àtúntì gbèdé o lójú ẹsẹ̀ tó ń gbóná pẹ̀lú ìfilọ́lẹ̀ Glow Festival of Joy.
ayẹyẹ tó yílẹ̀ ayé yẹn padà látọwọ́ Glow ni.
gbàgede tó kún fún àwọn ẹ̀bùn jàǹkànjàǹkàn fún jíjẹ.
ilé ogún tuntun.
ọkọ̀ mẹ́rìnlélógún tuntun.
ẹ̀rọ ọgọ́rùn kan tó ń pèsè iná.
ẹ̀rọ ìrọṣọ ọgọ́rùn méjì. ẹ̀rọ afátẹ́gùn tó ń gbaná sára ẹgbẹ̀rún kan.
àtàwọn ẹgbẹ̀rún lọ́nà ẹgbẹ̀rún ẹ̀bùn tó ká màmá.
ṣé àti tẹ *611# láti darapọ̀ mọ́ wọn kó o sì jẹ́ nínú ìfilọ́lẹ̀ Glow Festival of Joy. ra dátà tí ó tó ẹgbẹ̀rún lọ́nà ọgọ́rùn-ún náírà lásìkò ìfilọ́lẹ̀ yìí. ó dẹ̀ lè jẹ̀bú ilé tó o bá dẹ̀ ra ìwé ìpè tàbí dátà láti $105 sí ẹgbẹ̀rún mẹ́wàá náírà lóṣooṣù lọ́sẹ̀ẹsẹ̀ àbí lójoojúmọ́. wàá ní àǹfààní àti jẹ ẹ̀bùn ọkọ̀ tuntun ayékálẹ̀ kan pẹ̀lú àwọn ẹ̀bùn tó ká màmá.
má kàn rẹpẹtẹ kó lọ́nà gẹ̀rẹ̀.
tẹ *611# ní báyìí láti darapọ̀ kó o dẹ̀ máa jẹ lọ. ìfilọ́lẹ̀ yìí ń bẹ láti oṣù kẹwàá ọdún 2022 títí di oṣù kìíní ọdún 2023. àdéhùn àti àsọtẹ́lẹ̀ ó ń bẹ o.
Unlimited.
Ọlọ́run wòlíì Sàmúdú àlọ́ Adámímọ́gò máa rìnrìn agbára bóyá ká lọ gbàre wá.
Ìsọjí ọjọ́ mẹ́sàn-án pẹ̀lú dedication Adámímọ́gò Jesus City ló máa bẹ̀rẹ̀. Adámímọ́gò Global Convention ọjọ́ ayọ̀ ti 2022. Àkòrí tí Ọlọ́run fún wòlíì rẹ̀. Prọfẹ̀sà Olúwalọ Adámímọ́gò ìtúsílẹ̀ pátápátá. Látọjọ́ Friday 25th November di Sunday 4 December ní o. Iṣẹ́ agbára ọlọ́kọ̀ ọjọ́ kan máa ṣe pẹ̀lú ìpín Ọlọ́run lórí àwọn ìránṣẹ́. Àwọn olórí ẹ̀mí bíi Síaláwì Yálùkò. Bùkọ́lá Akí Adéṣẹ́wọlẹ́jẹ́. Esther Ìgbẹ́kẹ̀lé. Ìlàjà Kétódì Ọlọ́run Sábẹ́. Adéyínká Aláṣeyọrí. Pásítọ̀ S. Ọládélé CAC President Worldwide. Prọfẹ̀sà Olúwalọ Adámímọ́gò. Wọ́n máa súre fún gbogbo èèyàn. Àǹfààní one-on-one counseling tó máa wà o. Ní Jesus City ti Adámímọ́gò. Tó wà ní Ìbẹ̀jú Lẹ́kì Ẹ̀pẹ́ Expressway. Ìlàmìjà Village. Beside Alaro City Lega. Ẹ̀rí ọjọ́ ayọ̀. Àjọ máa sọ ni.
Oh, mo, this year Basira still bad today, oh. Hey.
Confirm. Biliki, abeg bring me 7-Up Wazobo today. See, wetin you go drink?
Oh, shit, J Baba. Hey, it be like say you don't hammer this time, oh. Abi, you won't buy my own joy.
No, they whine me. You never sabi. Ground on level, pa.
How you mean now?
See, you fit enjoy your cold, refreshing bottle of 7-Up, Mirinda, or Pepsi 35cl for just 15 naira.
Why you no yarn me this one since now?
Abeg, Biliki, add one chilled Pepsi for there.
Enjoy chilled refreshments with the Wazo bottles, 7-Up, Mirinda, and Pepsi 35cl glass at 50 naira only. Ground on level with the Wazo bottles. All now Wazo.
Zenith Real Estate and Properties Limited ń ṣàjọ̀dún ọdún méjì. Gbẹ̀dẹ̀mukẹ́ promo la fi ṣe láti sìn títí di ìparí ọdún. Olóko ògbówó ni Treasure Land Estate Lálàbàtà Abẹ́òkúta 100,000 naira péré ni. Greenland Estate Lálàbàtà yìí kan náà 200,000 naira péré nìyẹn. Achievers Estate Nídò Ìbàdàn ó ti di 450 báyìí. Kings Park Estate ní Mọ́níyà 1 million naira péré ni. Bákan náà látúndílẹ̀ ní Rehoboth Park and Garden Lélẹ́kùrú Mọ́níyà Sun City Estate Alábàtà Mọ́níyà lásìkò àjọ̀dún ọdún méjì àti Ember promo yìí ẹ wá kọ́fà tó lé ńlẹ̀. ọgọ́rùn-ún blọ́ọ̀kù ń bẹ́ ńlẹ̀ sẹpẹ́ fún gbogbo ń bá tó bá ṣe tá àti kọ́lé. ẹ̀bùn ọdún ti kúnlẹ̀ falafala ráìsì ẹran òróró àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. èrò bá mi ká lọ sí Zenith Real Estate and Properties Limited beside Aremu Block Industry opposite IITA Mọ́níyà Ìbàdàn tàbí second floor Osana House adjacent Mao filling station Ọlọ́run ṣògo road Abẹ́òkúta. 0901-697-4421 tàbí 081-3871-4860. Zenith Real Estate and Properties Limited. Asọ̀dún ayọ̀.
ẹ ǹlẹ́ o alábàágbé mi mo ní kí n wá bẹ̀yìn wò ni. ìyá Bíọ́lá àlàáfíà la wà. ẹ ṣeun. mo kọ yín kọ wọ́n wà ẹ̀yin náà ńkọ́. kódà ìyá mi lábúlé gan wà lálàáfíà. ìyá Bíọ́lá ṣé kò sí. mẹ́wòó ìtasọ́sọ́ jọ̀lọ́ fún yóò jẹ́ rí mú mi o ni mo bá ní wá fọwọ́ ara mi tún ara mi ṣe.
ẹ wọlé wá jẹ́wọ́ jàre.
àgbẹ̀ ìyẹ̀fun ìsẹ̀bẹ̀ ọ̀ngá jọ̀lọ́ọ̀fù tuntun dé o. ohun ìsẹ̀bẹ̀ tó fúnrẹ́sì jọ̀lọ́ọ̀fù yín lójúlówó adùn àti ìtasọ́sọ́ jọ̀lọ́ọ̀fù tí ò ṣeé kọ̀ sílẹ̀.
Onga, Mama's helping hand.
Dabon are the first and ogbonge herbal toothpaste. E get ingredients like lemon, mint, ginger, and basil wey dey make our teeth kakaraka.
Madam Rose, na true you talk o. Dabon na the cocoa herbal punch wey get plenty natural herbs. Dabon, the cocoa choice for my family.
tí wọ́n bá lo ráyéwá nítorí pé o lówó lọ́wọ́ tí wọ́n bá ń tàn ọ́ pọ̀ ráyéwá nítorí dúkìá tó pọ̀ tó ní ọkàn ò tí ì balẹ̀ pọ̀ ráyéwá àlàáfíà lògùn ọrọ̀ ṣáájú ara rẹ o ìlera sílẹ̀ mí gígùn gbogbo àrùn tí ń ṣe ẹ̀dá láyé náà kọ́ láyé fi ń ṣe ni bí dọ̀tí bá pọ̀ lára tí gbogbo ẹ́ńjìnì tásẹ̀dá dá bá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ tó kọsẹ́ má fòyà tó bá ṣe bí ẹni rárá tára rẹ ò ṣe déédéé pinnu lóòkàn àyà ara rẹ o Ventolin cleanser ní kò sẹ́mu agbanúgbàdé fọgẹ̀dẹ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ ara dànù Ventolin jagunlabi panko pè ọ̀rẹ́ ara tọmọdé tàgbà tọkùnrin tóbìnrin ló lè lò ọ̀sọ́kùnrin sóbìnrin dòpépé Ventolin cleanser jẹ̀ṣe maradan bíi kóròsìn Ventolin cleanser kìkìdé gbòógì tí ò lọ́tínú la fi ṣe ó ti wà káàkiri ilé ìtajà ògùn jákèjádò ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà a sì ń wá alágbàtà fún Ventolin cleanser pé nọ́mbà kò demand 08034051533 08034051533 iléeṣẹ́ ẹ̀mí one naturalist care ló ṣe Ventolin cleanser òun láyé tún lò.
Hi, my name is Tenny Makanaki, and did you know the metaverse is made for us to create, to free our imagination, and bring our biggest ideas to life? If you can dream it, you can create it. With Metaspark, your music isn't just for your fans at home. Your augmented reality stage can be anywhere. Dress up your avatar and give it some bling. And your next art piece can also be a one-of-a-kind digital collectible. So what are you waiting for? Come flex first in the metaverse with Meta Technologies. Naija, go to meta.com to discover how.
When I finish downloading this show like this, I will go straight to Tayo's house to eat sweet jollof. Then enjoy this movie on YouTube. It's just that Tayo will now start disturbing me to turn on my Wi-Fi for him when he can easily enjoy data bonus with MTN for me. With MTN for me, you will get 100% data bonus and discounted data bundles just like that. What are you waiting for? Dial *121# to get started with MTN for me.
32 FM 94.9.
All right, welcome back. 32 FM 94.9. Break it down paper review. We're opening the phone lines now at 070-55,000 949 080 97,000 949. Let's get your thoughts on the story so far. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Tayo.
Good morning.
Kenny morning, Austin morning. This is okay.
Good morning.
Please, I want to talk on the Ganduje issue. Actually, I will not support any young chap or anybody at that to insult our leaders. But I want to ask a question. Which fora have they actually created to engage those people? You just talked about the last town hall meeting that was held. Some people did not show up. Now, when they are not talking to the people, then I wonder how the people will know. You see, these young chaps, they need to express themselves. It's not like us in the 70s and 80s. This time around, we should have a way. That's why I think Austin rightly said something. Mr. VP was so mature, the one I watched. Felt bad for what the person did. But our vice president was so matured and tolerant that he has my respect. And please, Ganduje, yes, he's done well. But the man acts more like an emperor. I think we really need to engage them. Let them create forums forum where people will engage them. Until they do this, and what I see in APC, with all due respect to them, is they want to create fear on people so that they can now shut up, and anything they do, people will just accept it. Good morning.
Thank you, okay. I support his point 100%.
Yes, he has made his point. Presidential candidates that are shy to come out to talk to the people, we should also have a way.
There's a big generational gap. How do we bridge it?
We should also have a way of punishing them. Today, debate is not compulsory under our law.
They need to talk. You don't want to listen.
Yes, they need to talk.
Hello. 0097000 949 0705 5000 949. We'll be reading comments on Facebook now. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Tayo. Good morning. Is it right for a young man to insult an elder in African sector? You should condemn what is condemnable. That's number one. Number two, about PDP issue. It is not only in PDP that is happening. Go to states. There are the people that have been there for many years have been taken away. All of them, they are fighting as it is. Also, and some other governments, they have taken away people that have been in their party for many years. And it is not up to debate that presidential debate should go. It should streamline the debate. You can hire people that are now raising awareness that they should do debate. NMA, ASU, NUJ, now, and some other people should organize debate. Not everybody. Have a nice time. God bless you. God bless Nigeria.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. 070-55,949. 080-97,949.
Good morning. Some of us have decided only God can solve the problems of this country. The problems are immense, yet the politicians are bickering with each other instead of discussing the solution. Only God. No one else can. Olutayo Bamiro. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, this is Kamaleka.
Good to have you, Kamaleka.
Yeah, on this issue of this debate, as good as it is to some of us who are learned, politicians don't even show much interest in us because people that will give them the vote that they want, that will make them whatever they want, they are not even interested in debate. If they rig election, nobody will rig the election in Ojo or Agbo. They go to villages of different towns to rig election, to canvass election. And those are the ones that give them results. So when we begin to say debate, as far as this country is concerned, I don't see where a debate will determine who win election in this country. How many debates did Buhari attend? And he became president twice. So it's good, but Nigeria's structure of today, debate will not determine who becomes anybody. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate that one. 070-55,000.
But that's sad. This is 2022.
Yes, it's quite sad. Like he said, it has not really been impactful or no emerges in an election. But I think gradually we should get there. It's an abnormal situation where presidential candidates, especially when they are in the country.
Because it's a way of also assessing capacity.
This idea, I could remember in the Ondo State election, the first round, Akeredolu was somewhere campaigning. His counterpart, they were debating. Live debates. It shouldn't be in his first time.
Hello, please turn on the volume on your radio.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. We can hear you. Good morning. Ashwaju means business. He's holding town hall meeting with those who can give him bulk votes, and he wants to win election, not just sit in such event where anyone can be freely insulted. Such gathering is uncalled for. Honorable Dikrela, we got your message. Good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Please move away from your radio. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name?
Hello. You need the obedience. Hello.
Just go ahead. Make your point.
It find it easy to what happened between the last debate. You know, Malaya.
Apologize. The line failed at a point there. Good morning, Kenny and Tayo. Still in the ASU matter, I blame ASU for all these mess. Industrial court ruled against medical doctors, but they disobeyed the ruling. Then the federal government called for dialogue. Pay them for all their monies. God bless Nigeria. Raja Fees, Bidemi. Okay, we have another one here. Last call. Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
My name is Dayo Binoyo.
Okay.
I mean, firstly, what I observe is that when you look at the Arise News TV, the TV is always anti-APC, anti-Tinubu channel. They always report negative things about APC. And secondly, the Obi supporters always use every single opportunity to insult Tinubu and our people. I think that is enough for them not to attend such meetings. They know it's not going to be well organized. And as someone said, Tinubu has been moving from one place to another all the time on meetings. I mean, that is enough. I don't think any debate is necessary.
All right, thank you very much for your time. Thank you, Austin, for your time as well.
Anything?
No.
Okay.
Just have to go.
Thank you, Austin. Thank you, dear listener. I'm Olutayo, Ogunade.
Kenny, DUROTILU, the Smart Kid Show is up next.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the guest analyst and do not necessarily reflect the recommendations or perspectives of 32FM 90.